So in this video, we're going to be talking about how much edible products is Aurora producing per month. So we're going to go back to a video that I made on September 12th, 2019. It was the Aurora conference call for September 12th, 2019. And I'm going to highlight all the stuff they talked about for edibles before I get into more of the edible videos. So let's begin.
The introduction of new product formats to the Canadian consumer market this fall represents a significant opportunity for the company. We're very excited to introduce a line of new, high-quality products across the country in a variety of product categories. We have invested the time to study consumer habits in legal U.S. markets, which have driven the development of products that consumers will desire and that are compliant with Health Canada's regulations here in Canada. As we previously discussed, our initial focus in the derivative product market will initially be on vapes and edibles. To support these new product formats, we've invested significant capital to staff up and scale our operations in terms of both our cultivation and extraction capacity, and in developing new production hubs to ensure that sufficient product is on store shelves for December 17th. On that front, both of our Aurora Air and Polaris facilities are progressing very well, and I can say that as of today, we are in commercial production of vape pens, mints, gummies, and chocolates, and in the late-stage development in other product categories. As I said off the top of the call, while many in the industry are trying to decide how they will build their cannabis business, we already have built a solid, growing business, integrated across all value chains. In fact, the global leader. I'd now like to ask the operator to open the call up for questions.
If you would like to ask a question
So clearly he says that, this as of September 12th, as of September 12th, they've already been in progress of building, making the gummies, the vapes, the mints, and the chocolates. So they already been doing a lot of work ahead of time for the product category. So it's already been in development since the start of September, or possibly even earlier, maybe even in sometime in August. They could have started production. So Aurora's had 3.5 months of production before they sold a single product to the consumers and the medical patients. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to point that out, and let's move to the second part of the clip.
Glenn was talking about on retail, and a good example would be Alberta. Alberta lifted the moratorium on retail stores, stocked up a considerable amount of cannabis. Those stores have been granted licenses, but all are not yet open. They're doing their build-outs, and I remember that all we're providing right now are tinctures, joints, bud, and gel caps. We have another Cannabis 2.0 coming into Canada, which we think is going to significantly drive revenues for value adds.
Got it. That's very helpful. And then maybe just
Hey, John.
Hi, good morning. Just a couple of quick questions. So just on the path to positive EBITDA, obviously with 2.0 coming online, that will be a higher margin business, but I have to assume that in the early days, it's going to be a drag on margins. And so if it goes according to how you think it's going to go in terms of the rollout, how quickly do you think that business 2.0 can become positive EBITDA? And then tied into that, you're increasing your extraction capacity. So I'm just curious, how much of a boost can that be to the path towards positive EBITDA? Thanks.
So,
Glenn?
Cam, I'll start with that. John, good morning. I guess I dispute your proposition that this would be a drag right out of the gate. We're manufacturing commercial scale all of our products right now. Our pricing is set, and we believe it's sustainable pricing at levels that are, will produce margins that are higher than our current products. And I see no reason why that would be a drag on earnings. Of course, it's going to be highly dependent on how much the provinces load in and at what point in time they load it in. So in terms of timing, I think, we'll wait and see on that, but we don't expect, like, we've made the investments necessary, and we have the operating and manufacturing facilities already, efficient and relatively optimized, so that we are delivering, an efficiently produced products. So no, I don't see that as a particular issue for us. In terms of extraction, we have been ramping up our internal extraction capacity, and we're now at a point where we can extract every bit of material that we need. So that's, when we look forward, it's not necessarily what we've done is removed a constraint that we had previously, but it doesn't necessarily inflect our future revenues. It's just part of the puzzle for producing these this new generation of products. So that's just part of the manufacturing process that exists for us and isn't a constraint anymore. So I understand your question, but I think it's just part of the version or the generation 2.0 products that are coming out, and we're well prepared for those.
So clearly, one thing I wanted to point out is he said that they're already in production, and on top of that, that these products will be higher margins than their current product that is on the shelves at the moment. So Aurora is gonna make a lot of money off these edibles, and I think that their gross profit will increase from selling these edible products. This is my opinion, and in this video we're gonna figure out how much it's gonna cost them how much money it's going to cost them for each product they are making. So so this article was as of June 21st, 2019. Aurora came out with a press release saying that they are getting ready for the MJ 2.0 when it launches. So this was made on June 21st, 2019, and according to this, the Aurora Air will be making according to my research, Aurora Air is going to be making their cookies, chocolates, and gummies. And then I believe that the Aurora River, which is the Bradford facility, will be making vapes. And I think the Aurora Sky will also be making vapes, and then the Aurora V will be making mints. So yeah, that's what that's according to my research. And now let's get on to the video that Aurora made. So Aurora made this on October 16, 2019, or at least they released it just before October 17th launched. And according to this, like, if you watch this video, one of these blocks I think is 10 by 10, so that's 100. So I think in one day, I think Aurora will produce about, my guess, about 10,000 e-pens and maybe vape products in this facility. So if we take our calculator and we go 10,000, this is my opinion. It could be less, it could be more. My assumption is either less or about the same. So 10,000 times 30, would be about 300 They would be able to make 300 vape products per month, and they started this in I believe either late August or the start of September. Sometime around then was when they started making these vape products. That means that Aurora has basically over 1 million vape products to sell to consumers. And then when they launched, they probably sold at least 300,000, if not more. But if Aurora really had enough vape products, they would be, I would think that Vancouver would have more supply, but Vancouver just ran out of supply. So my assumption is, Aurora sold most of their vape products in the Christmas holidays, 2 weeks in, and they probably saved some supply for next year, in January for Ontario. But again, this is my opinion. I don't know, and I honestly don't know how much vape products they're making. But this is the vapes, And how much does the vapes, how much one of these pens cost? Well, I did come across this. You can basically buy 20 pack of disposable e-cigarettes for it's on sale right now according to this website, $139.99 for 20 e-cigarettes. So 139, or rather 140, let's just make it even, divided by 20, this is about $7. So it cost them about $7 if you buy it on sale. But if you didn't buy it on sale, it'd be like $10. So $7. So the retailer who's selling these e-cigarettes probably has to make, you know, good 10 to 20% margins from that, and then the cigarette company has to make money off that. So I'm thinking that one of these vape pens would cost somewhere around $3 to $4 for production, giving the retailer a few bucks, like $1 or $2 for selling each e-cigarette. And then my guess is the cigarette company is getting about $1 to $2 for each e-cigarettes they sell. But again, I don't know for sure. That's just me kind of speculating. But I'm thinking that each vape pen for Aurora is probably about $5. $5 per vape pen. And then the ingredients they use for the vape pens is about 0.15 grams of oil, which is basically nothing because Aurora produces 1 gram for 85 cents, and they're using 0.15 grams per pen. But let's say, you know, because it costs money to manufacture the oil, so let's say, you know, let's say that doubled, say that 85 cents per gram would be $1.65 per gram for the oil product of the gram. So $1.65 times 0.15, that's about 24 cents per vape pen they're putting in here. So Aurora is putting in about maybe $6 per vape pen, maybe a little bit more, maybe $7, $6 to $7 per vape pen, and they're selling it for $30 on the market right now. So clearly there's a huge profit margin for each vape pen, each disposable vape pen that Aurora sells. And I think Aurora manufactures around 300,000 of these vape pens per month. But again, that's my opinion, and I don't know for sure because like I can only speculate from the picture. So let's move forward with okay, so these are the gummies. I counted these already. This each tray is about 80, and you know, each like tray is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's about 800 per tray. Hold on, 3, 6, 9, 10. So yeah, so basically 800 gummies per tray. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I count a total of 21, but my speculation is there's probably around 100 of these trays. So if we take our calculator, we go 8 times 80 times 10, so 800 times, let's say not 100, we talk about 80,000 units per day times by 30 days. That's about 2.4 million units of gummies per month, and you divide that by 5 because they sell them in 5 packs. That's about 480,000, almost 500,000 units per month, and they're selling each unit for around, according to this, according to this cropped out screen, they're selling each gummy for around $7.99. Let's say $3 went to the government, and Aurora will be making $5 per pack. My guess is 2 milligrams is nothing. 2 milligrams is 0.002 of a gram. So 1 gram would be 100 gummies, I think. So they're basically using nothing. So I'm guessing 5 gummies with some THC in it would cost Aurora about 50 cents. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. I don't know, but I'm guessing around 50 cents. And then the packaging is another 25 cents. One of those containers, 25 cents, fair price? Or you think, it's 50 cents per container? I say about 25 cents, possibly lower. So Aurora is making every gummy package Aurora sells, they make about $5. It costs them about 75 cents to make, and $4.25 is gross margins. So Aurora is making about $4.25 every time they sell a gummy, but they make a little bit more if they sell to their medical patients, and they make a little bit more if they sell to the Aurora store. So if we take let's say $5, 0.2. 5 times 0.75 divided by 5, or rather 5 divided by 0.75. Okay, that makes no sense. I don't know, that's still a huge gross margin. I don't know what the gross margin is. 0.75 divided by 5, 15, it cost them. So basically their gross margin for each time they sell a package of gummy is around 85%. So because it costs about 15% for production, so the rest of the margin is about 85%. They make about 85% from each gummy they sell, and they're producing around 480 gummies per month, or about 500,000 units per month. So yeah, that's a lot of money for gummies. And then let's move on to mints. Chocolate. I don't know how much chocolate is, but my assumption is one of these trays have about 4 in them, but they're selling about 5 per. I really don't know at the end of the day, because they're selling 5 chocolates for I think $8. So yeah, $7.99 for 5 chocolates. So obviously, I don't know how much the production for chocolate is, but I'm assuming it's pretty decent. My assumption is Aurora is producing the same amount of chocolates as their gummies. So let's say another 480,000 units. So Aurora is producing 1 million units from chocolates and gummies alone in 1 month. And then now there's the mints, right? The mints, the mints are at the very beginning of the video. Okay, so one of these machines, as you can see, to me it seems like they're producing 1 mint per second, and this one machine is making 1 mint per second, and it's doing spearmint, and then they probably have another machine to do peppermint. So if we take out a calculator, 1 mint per second, so 60 mints per minute times 60 minutes in an hour, so 360 mints per hour. Let's say they got that machine operating for 12 hours times 12. That's about 43,000 mints per day times 30. That's 1.29 million, 1.3 million mints for one machine, you know, since they have two machines, because one is making peppermint and one is making spearmint, you times that by 2. So that's 2.6 million mints per month. Divide that by 5 mints per package. So they're making about 500,000 mints per month. So if you, and then you take the cookies, and you take, if you take the cookies and you take the vape pens, they are producing about maybe 2 million packages per month for their edible, their Aurora Thrift products. So that's pretty good. That's 2 million production per month from all their facilities. I think Aurora probably shipped maybe $1 to $2 million in the December, in the 2 weeks of December. But again, I don't know for sure. This is only my opinion. This is just me speculating from what I can see from the images Aurora is showing us. So I'm not 100% sure, but I hope this is like helpful and useful to you guys. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this content. Give me a thumbs up. It helps my channel grow. Subscribe for future updates and have a great day. Bye.